Welcome to the latest edition of the New Haven Independent's Vlog News Summary direct from our newsroom, otherwise known as my compost heap. Let's see what stories we're working on this week. Oh, a garbage can. This week it became clear that that's where the proposal for a youth curfew in New Haven is headed, in the trash where it belongs. It now appears there might not even be a vote. Maybe now we can get serious and talk about real solutions to youth violence. What else? Hey, what's this doing here? A bike tire in the compost? You can't put that in a compost. Next thing you know, we'll be growing green onions for Taco Bell. Oh good, we got a calculator because I need a calculator. I need to do some figuring. You know, first UI said they were raising our electric bills by 38% in January. Then someone else asked us a question and said, well, maybe it's 44%. The governor's office did some figuring and found that businesses might be going up as much as 79%. Oh, when's it going to end? But here's what I'm wondering. Not only what are the numbers, but what are we going to do about it? The governor, some of the legislators, the attorney general, they said, let's look at some long-term solutions for fixing the energy problem in Connecticut. And I like their ideas, but no one in either party is talking about conservation, which is the big fix. Until we're brave enough and our politicians are brave enough to tell people we can't just build bigger McMansions and run our machines all the time and just use more and more energy, until they require more energy efficiency in buildings and call for more conservation, I don't think we're ever going to fix this problem. Uh-oh, it's the pundit hat. That's what us journalists wear when we're supposed to act like smart guys and try to figure out something in the news. My pundit hat was on this week when things really broke down between Yale New Haven Hospital and the union trying to organize its 1,800 blue-collar workers into a union. Now, for the record, the dispute was whether a code of conduct is being observed in advance of the December 20th and 21st election. This is a big deal in New Haven. It would be the biggest union forum since 1983, when Yale's office workers organized. But behind the scenes with the pundit hat, you try to guess what's really going on, because things were going peacefully until now. And here are the two things I noticed from a distance. It would seem that people who have to work 2 jobs to feed their family, working in some of the jobs cleaning garbages, bedpans, floors in Yale New Haven, they could really use a union because that raises wages. It also makes you wonder to look at this drive, where is everybody? You know, when Local 34 formed, the Yale Union in '83, leading up to that election, there were big rallies all the time, and even smaller events where real workers showed up and said, I'm for the union, and encouraged others to join for weeks leading up to that election. Now, the union and others say, well, we had this code of conduct, so everyone was going to be nice, and it wasn't going to be big out in public, and we would just make our case in an honest way. So maybe that's what's going on, or maybe there might not be people feeling they can come forward and state their support, whatever. It just makes you wonder what's really happening with that election. So until next time, that's the Independent Vlog News Summary, and remember, always pick up your trash.